welcome back to Acting with Kira. So today I want to dive straight in, and this is a video looking at the film Crazy Heart, which if you haven't seen it, it's a great film. And specifically we're going to be looking at Jeff Bridges in the part of Bad, and it's amazing. So this is actually one of my favorite films. I've only seen it twice, so I saw it years ago and it just blew me away. His performance blew me away. And the reason why is just from the very first moment, you just believe it's a real person. That's what it is it doesn't feel at all like an actor in front of a camera. You just believe that you're like, that's a real person. That's a full real person right there. There's just no sense of artifice. Yeah, it just doesn't feel like he's acting, and it's wonderful. And I think that's why it blew me away so much. I'm sure for so many people he won an Academy Award for this part. So let's dive into it a little bit and see what's so great about it. So I want to have a look at this short bit. I really enjoy this. Okay, so we'll watch it and then I'll say why I love
it. Mr. Blake?
Okay, the reason I love it, and it's just little details, is that when he's called, he doesn't look straight up to the guy who's calling him. He looks out to the side and then back.
Mr. Blake?
It's like he's genuinely searching for the sound. He genuinely doesn't know who's calling him. He's not expecting that actor over there to call him and then him to respond. In fact, he was pretty unaware of anyone in the room just before that because he was so focused on something else. It's just little things like that which just make you believe it all. One of the things that I noticed about Bad Blake is that you can hear his breathing quite a lot. It's just that connection to the character, and you can hear these like strong exhales.
Hey, Mr. Blake, I'm Tony. Me and the boys are setting up.
It just gives such a sense of how he's feeling in that moment, whether he can be bothered with the conversation, whether he's feeling energized. You just kind of just get all of that. But there's this heaviness of breath that you get from the character. I kind of see it as like a large presence. That if this person entered the room before they even said anything, you know they're there. So, next thing I want to talk about is his weight. And I don't mean how much one weighs, I mean where you hold your weight. And he definitely has this kind of heaviness, lowness of weight. So yeah, often in chairs and things, you see him really leaning back.
What else you want to know?
He's not someone who really holds himself tense or tight. There is a real openness about the way he engages in the space, the way he sits. And actually something else I noticed was in that I was trying to figure out what he does to get that loose feeling, and there's sometimes he's like leading with the back of his wrist. He's getting a cigarette. It's kind of that kind of vibe rather than, you know, that kind of vibe.
Did you have a good trip? Long but good.
There's a moment where he sits down at the bar early on in the film. He's leading with like the elbow and the wrist. And that, I think, adds to that presence in terms of you feel like if this character entered the room, you know he was there. And that's in the kind of weightedness and the breath, but also in the openness of his movements and the fact that he kind of might gesticulate with his whole arm rather than, it's not small. He's got a big physical presence. This particular clip I really, really love because of the way that he reacts to the other character in here.
Of course, all your meals are taken care of, but I'm afraid we can't let you run a bar tab. It's in the contract. Mr. Green of Green and Gold, he put that in himself.
He watches
That's
his
in the contract.
glasses, he itched his
Mr.
ear,
Green of Green and
takes a
Gold,
breath,
he put that in himself.
and that stare is just brilliant, and he doesn't have to say anything, and you have so much idea of what's going through his head. The reason why I think it looks like he's so living this part is because of his engagement with the objects in the space around him. It's not like he's like thinking and then just responding. He's so comfortable in the space, and with that he's able to just see the space and use the space in a natural way for him. Every actor has a different process, and I always find it really interesting listening to interviews with actors about what their process is, and I get the sense that Jeff Bridges is just, I don't know what his process is actually. So if anyone knows or has a good video where he talks about it, I've watched some of his interviews, and he talks about the process of making the film, but not about, as far as I've seen, I haven't seen anything on his actual acting process. So I'd be so fascinated if someone has found that and wants to share it. But I get the sense that he's just there, he's genuinely just seeing what's around him. It seems like he finds the weight or the stance or the way that the character sees the world, and then he's just present in it and allows himself to just be in it. There seems like such an ease to what he's doing. So I'm kind of not really going into like, I don't want to go into too much of the storyline or anything, or you know, the emotions, because honestly, just the whole time it's so compelling and fun to watch, because it's just really believable, and I highly recommend the film. I think it came out in 2009. Maybe I saw it 10 or 11 years ago, and I loved it. It really hit me, this film. It's always been one that's really stayed with me. Yeah, I highly recommend watching this film. I think Jeff Bridges is unbelievable in it. I think everyone's amazing in it. There's also, there's a moment I really love in it as well with Robert Duvall when they're in a boat, and I think it's, let me find the time. Oh, I've got it here. 1 hour 18 in, and I just love the way Robert Duvall delivers that, and kind of the way the lines come out. And again, it just feels like nothing's pushed. I actually did watch an interview with Maggie, who is also in this film, and she said that it was just, she could just turn up and have that trust in the whole crew and the team and the actors to just let things happen in the moment. So kind of done the prep that she needed, knew she needed to do for herself, but then not be too rigid in it, and just be there and be able to kind of just be present with everyone. And you really get that sense from this film. It doesn't feel like anything's too fixed. It just feels like there's a real looseness and a real listening to each other with all the actors. Just a lot of beautiful moments. And to be honest, I just feel like the whole film's great, like the whole thing. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy the film when you watch it, or if you have watched it, let me know what you think. And yeah, if you want to see more videos, acting videos, and you haven't already, hit subscribe. And yeah, like if you liked it. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see, what you find useful, or if there's a film or an actor that you would like a video on. And see you next time.